But once you put the things in categories, you'll see your money will last, because it's not just this big amount that's hanging in your account that you can spend. Hello, welcome back. Please like and subscribe. Please engage as well. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways to manage your money better in 2025. We're going to start off strong with categorizing your money. In the olden days, it's not that long ago, our parents, at least it was that recent, they used bank bags and envelopes to categorize their spending, right? To say, because they had to physically go to the post office, physically go to Telkom to pay their account, physically go to Foschini to buy to pay the account, right? So they had like envelopes, they had bank sakkies, bank bags, and that way, when the money's finished, the money's finished. So if there is no more money for petrol, there is no more money for petrol. It is what it is. So in order to successfully categorize your money, you obviously have to have your incomes and expenses. You need to make that list. I am not an Excel girly, so I cannot draw up a spreadsheet. I am not going to go back to it. I'm not going to go look at it. I have a note on my phone that says, this is how much I earn, and this is how much I spend. And that includes everything. My food, petrol, policies, cell phone contract, whatever. Everything is on there. But that's it. And then at the bottom, it's this minus this, income minus expenses, and then this is what's left over. We're not going to go into budgeting. From that list, I know what I'm going to spend on what. So I cannot walk around with bank sakkies and envelopes. So what I find is easier, because of the fact that I don't like carrying cash, and I know that a lot of people don't like carrying cash anymore. I have my current account, right? And then I've got multiple little savings accounts, and I don't actually save money in those accounts. I use them to categorize my money. So there's an account for petrol money, there's an account for food, there's an account for entertainment, for clothing, for personal stuff, for toiletries. Personal stuff and toiletries are separate. Work is a very important one, because at work we tend to snack a bit. There are work events. The work events are not going to come from my entertainment budget, because it's not the same. The snacks that I want at work, it's not going to come from my food budget, because it's not the same. But that is just my personal thing. If you don't want to have a work subcategory, you don't have to, but it helps me, because otherwise I'm spending money willy-nilly. Every Sunday then I want to buy Cook Sisters for the whole shift. We can't do that. If you can physically see there's only 200 Rand left for petrol this month, you are not going to make loose trips. You are going to be like, okay, there's only 200 Rand left, and that's it. You need to just find the discipline inside yourself to not go and take another 100 Rand from your work budget or your clothing budget. That is the difficult part of the story. None of this will ever be easy. But once you put the things in categories, you'll see your money will last, because it's not just this big amount that's hanging in your account that you can spend. You know? Secondly, say no. Say no. You go out, you don't have to go out with everybody and go and eat every weekend with everybody. You don't have to do that. Say no for your mental health, for your physical health, for your heart health. Say no. And decide for yourself how many times a month you are going to go out, and then categorize the money. Put it in a box. This is how much I'm willing to spend. Because once you actually go back onto your bank statements and see I went out this weekend, I went out this weekend, I went out, how many thousands you spend, just on going out. Although it's very important to make friends and to have friends and to be social. It's very important. It's very good for your mental health. But then sitting with a same lappy on your forehead at the end of the month because you don't have money is not healthy. So you need to weigh out the options. You need to make a decision, and you need to put the money in a box and just say no. Not this weekend, next weekend I'll come with. The third thing, this is in no particular order, but prioritize yourself. You have a box for toiletries, you have a box for entertainment, you have a box for clothing, whatever. There has to be a box just for me. Just for me. I don't know about you. I'm not a mother, but I know that mothers tend to first sort the kids out, first sort this out, first sort the house out, first do that, then you'll take care of yourself. Put a box there for you so that you have a budget for yourself. For example, I would easily spend 200 rand on takeaways, but then I'd go to the shop tomorrow and I'd see something nice and I'd be like, yo, I actually really like that, but I won't buy it. It's 200 rand, but I won't buy it because it's okay. I'll do it next month, or I'll maybe put 100 rand away now, and then next month I'll put it, and then I'll come, and then when I go back to the shop, it's not there anymore. But I just spent 200 rand on pizza last night, like it's nothing. And prioritize yourself, and it pays off eventually, because maybe this month you don't need something, you don't want something. So then, there's more for next month. Then fourth, meal prep. You can meal prep with all the containers in the fridge for the week. I personally cannot do chicken and rice every single day. I find it so difficult, even if it's multiple variations of chicken and rice. I've tried it and I can't. But what has worked that's similar to meal prepping is meal planning. It's just the mere activity of knowing what it is that you are going to come home and make tonight. So on Sunday night you sit and you're like, okay, Monday night we're eating chicken and broccoli. Tuesday night we're having mince pasta. Wednesday night it is eggs and toast. Thursday night it's lamb curry, right? Friday night we're having fish and chips. Then on Wednesday, after the week has been weeking, okay, I need to make, what was Wednesday's meal? Mince pasta. I know this is what I need to make. The mince is already in the fridge, the pasta is already there, the sauce is there, and the vegetables that I need are there already. Klar. It's not a matter of I must not first go to the shop because I need to buy the cheese for the sauce. It's already there. You sorted that out on Sunday. You sorted that out when you planned the meal for the week. The reason why we're spending so much money on takeaways is because we are tired. It's because it's so much effort to be like, what am I going to make tonight? I really don't have list. I don't have list to go and check what's in the fridge. I don't know what is there. So let me just buy something. It's quick, man. It's fine. I'll buy something from Spar. I'll buy a cooked meal, because then at least it's not unhealthy like takeaways, But you're still spending money you don't need to spend, because you could have made that meal if you just planned for it. Because I guarantee you have the stuff in the fridge. So just plan the meal. Number 5, buy in bulk. In the beginning, it's going to take a little while to build up the savings to be able to buy in bulk, but try it. The shops like Clicks and Dis-Chem and kind of Woolworths, they have got 3 for 2, 2 plus 1 free. Dis-Chem is buy 2 get 1 free. Clicks is buy 3 pay for 2. Woolworths has got stuff like buy 2 and save 20%, for example. Use those specials. A lot of the time it is actually cheaper to buy it that way, a lot of the time. And if you are using that method for basics like toiletries, like sanitary pads, if you still use them, spray, for example, lotions, body wash, you will see that if you are putting money aside every month for toiletries and you end up buying the 3 body washes, you don't have to buy it every month. And the third month, you wouldn't need to have spent the money because you already bought it in bulk. So try to do that. It takes some time because you need to build up the money to be able to buy all 3 of them and not only one. And if you have the space for it, why not? With this thing of buying in bulk, buying stamps. we're back to our grandmothers and our mothers, but it worked. That's why they did it. And that is why if you have a conversation with these aunties, like I learned this at work. My mother wasn't a stamps buyer, but at work, there was someone that was managing the stamps. You can even do that. You could be that person. Maybe charge a commission and you also still make money at the end of the day. Anyways, always somebody that is like your accountability buddy that'll be like, yo, where's your 200 Rand for your stamps? That person goes and buys the stamps. You could be that person, or you can just do it for yourself. Buy stamps every month. You can buy stamps from ShopRite. Then you can buy from ShopRite, Checkers, Hyper, Checkers, Liquor. It's a whole variety. You can have December's groceries sorted out and you can spend your money on other stuff, or you can use that money to buy the stationery for next year if you have Checkers or ShopRite stamps. Some butcheries also have stamps that means that you can buy your December braai meat, or however you prefer to use the money. It doesn't matter, but at the end of the month, whether you're doing it for 6 months, whether you're doing it for 12 months, you have, if you're doing 200 Rand a month, you've got 1,200 Rand after 6 months that you can use for something specific at a specific store. And if you're doing it for a year, it's 2,400 Rand that you have to spend on whatever. And it really feels like free money, honestly. Let's quickly recap. First of all, we are categorizing our money. Second of all, we are saying no. Thirdly, we are prioritizing ourselves, putting money aside for ourselves. Fourthly, we are meal prepping. And lastly, we are buying in bulk. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.